Hello everyone, welcome back to another Power App tutorials. Today we are starting with a new series where we will build a complete IT asset management application from scratch using Power App. This is not tutorial series where I only explain formulas and functions. In this series, you will learn Power App by building a real business applications step by step. We will create a features like asset management, asset allocation, repair history, and user management, engineers management, multi-location supports and reports, and much more. In today's video, we'll create a navigation menu for our application. In the next video, we'll create a SharePoint tables and start building the database. So let's get started. First, let's create all the screens we need for this application. We need dashboard screen, asset screen, location screen, and asset allocation screen, a user screen, and engineer screen. I want the asset screen to appear right after the dashboard because it will be used frequently. Now we have a screen ready. Instead of creating the same menu on every screen, we will create a component. A component helps us to reuse the same menu across all screens. If we make any changes later, it will update everywhere automatically. Let's create a new component. For the height property, I will use app.height. So the menu take the full height of the application. For the width property, I will use app.width divided by 12. This gives us a small sidebar menu for icons. Now let's test it. Go to the dashboard screen and insert the component. Play the app. As you can see, the component is showing currently. Now let's add a background color. Go to the fill property and add a prefer color. Let's rename the component to the menu tab. Play the app again. Perfect. We now have a correct menu size. Next, let's add a vertical container inside the menu tab component. Set the width property to parent.width and height property to parent.height. This makes sure the container use the full component size. Now let's add another container at the top for our logo. After that, insert the vertical gallery which will display all menu items. For the gallery, set the fill portion to 9 so it gets most of the available space. Remove shadow and borders to keep the design clean. Now let's add our logo. Insert an image control, and I already uploaded my logo to the media section, so I will select it from there. Reduce the padding to make everything fit nicely. For the image height, use self.width. This keep the logo square and responsive. Let's also add a tooltip. I will use it as Asset Pro as an application name. Now let's configure the gallery. Set the template size to parent.height/12. This gives every menu item the same height. Now insert an icon inside the gallery. To separate the logo and menu items, let's add a divider line. Insert a label and set height to the 2 and set the fill color to gray. Now let's add a gap value of 5 in the main container for better spacing. Now let's set the icon size. For width, use parent.template width, and for height, use parent.template height. If you see any errors, save the app and refresh Power App Studio. Now we need to create our menu data. Select the menu tab component, create a new custom property, rename it to the menu table, choose table as the data type. Now we have property where we can store our menu information. Let's create 3 columns: menu tooltip text, nav screen, and icons. Now let's add a first menu item is dashboard and dashboard screen and dashboard icon. Since we have 6 screens, let's add a 6 records. Add the screen names and matching icons for all menu items. Now go to the gallery item property. Use menu tab dot menu table. The gallery will now display all menu items from the table. Next, go to the icon property. Use this item dot icon. Now every record will show its own icon, and also padding to make the icon look better. Let's test the app. Everything looks good. Now let's add a navigations. Go to the icon on select property. Use navigate this item dot nav screen. Now when user click on the menu item, they will move to the correct screen. Next, add the menu tab component to all the 6 screens. Now we have the same menu everywhere. Let's add active screen indicator. First I add using horizontal container, but it was not giving the result. I wanted instead, let's use the simple container. Set the width and height according to the gallery template. Move the icon and the text inside the container. Delete the horizontal container. Bring the indicator label to the front and let's test it. Perfect. Now let's highlight the active screen. For the container free property, use a condition. If the current screen match the menu screen, show the blue color, otherwise use transparent. For the icon color, use the blue when active and gray when inactive. For hover fill, use a light gray color. For hover color, keep it the same as the icon color. Let's test again. Now users can clearly see which screen is currently selected. Next, let's improve the logo section, reduce the padding, adjust the border setting, add a proper background. Now let's add a border around the menu. Set the border color, set the border thickness to 2. If the border is not visible, slightly reduce the width and height by 2. Now the border is visible and looks much better. And that's it. We have successfully created a modern navigation menu for our IT asset management application. In the next video, we'll create a SharePoint table and build a database structure for our application. If you want to learn Power App apps by building real business applications, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we have many exciting features upcoming in this series. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.